Namaste, Wolfpack. Happy Thursday. Let's breathe in and out together. Sitting up nice and tall. Maybe closing your eyes. Here we go. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in. And out. Open your eyes if you had them closed. So today we're looking at our sixth limb in Ashtanga Yoga, Patañjali's yoga system. The sixth limb is called DHARANA. DHARANA means concentration, and on the tree of life, this is the sap of the tree, you know, the really sticky stuff. So in terms of meditation, we have set ourselves up as best we can at this point. We've kept our karma low with our yamas and our niyamas. We've got our bodies ready with asana and pranayama. We've controlled our senses with pratyahara, and now we are ready to focus and concentrate. You might see people in films looking at a candle and really staring, getting very focused, but you can use absolutely anything in terms of meditation. For our purposes, it's about eliminating distractions so that we can really focus on what we want to do. So it might be learning an instrument or doing some work. So it's finding the thing that we want to focus on, and that is our purpose in Dharana, concentration. So let's warm up, shall we? Okay, sitting up nice and tall, breathing in, lifting your shoulders. Breathing out, dropping them down. Breathing in, lift your shoulders. Breathing out, dropping them down. Breathing in, lifting your shoulders. Breathing out, dropping them down. Bringing your hands together, folding down your fingers, pushing your hands away from you, drawing your tummies in, your chin down. Breathe in here, breathe into your back. And breathe out, one more, breathe in. And breathe out, sitting up nice and tall, hands come behind. Grab your elbows or your wrists, lift your heart, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release the arms, reach them up high, breathe in. Breathe out. One more, breathe in, stretch, breathe out as we bend one side. Breathe in to propel yourself over, breathe out, stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out, stretch. One more, breathe in. Breathe out and stretch. Now cross one leg over the other. Let's do the right leg over the left. I'm going to do it a little differently so I can keep looking at you today. Right leg over left. Left hand on the outside of your right leg. Right arm behind. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look towards your right shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out to come back. Switch legs. Kenny Everett. Ask your parents about Kenny Everett. I just did a Kenny Everett move. Right hand on the outside of your left leg. Left arm behind. Breathe in. Breathe out. Turn to look at your left shoulder. Breathe in. And breathe out to come back to the front for your eye exercises. I'm using Bob Ross today. Do you guys know Bob Ross? If you don't and you have Amazon Prime, look up Bob Ross. You won't be disappointed. I'm using Bob today. So I'm focusing on the back of Bob's head, and then I'm focusing into my camera. And you're focusing on whatever is in front of you, maybe your finger, and then me. So focusing on the thing in front of you, breathe in. Breathe out to look at the thing away from you. Breathe in front. Breathe out away. Breathe in front. Breathe out away. This doesn't really help us, does it, with concentration? It's very distracting. Eyes around the clock. Head super still. 12 o'clock. Breathe out to 6 o'clock. Breathe in to 3 o'clock. Head still. Breathe out to 9 o'clock. And then let's go round the clock, starting at 12. 1. Keep breathing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we'll take a nice smooth journey back in our own time. I'm at about 9 and I'm 6, 3 and 12 again. Blink your eyes, squeeze your eyes, and then have a little shake. Arms and legs. Shaky, 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 and then we'll bring our hands to our shoulders. Here we go. Stirring the pot, stirring up the prana, elbows left to right. Breathing nice and deep. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. For 3 and 2 and 1, and coming back, dropping your hands to your knees, closing your eyes if they weren't already, and just noticing your body. You might feel a little dizzy, and then opening your eyes. Okay, our breathing practice today we did last week. It's breathing into our belly, into our ribs, and up high in our chest, and noticing the difference in how it feels to breathe and how it feels in our hands. And I thought this is probably quite a good one for dharana, focus, concentration. So maybe close your eyes again, pratyahara, remember, withdraw the senses, control the senses, and then we're going to use our sense of touch by placing our hands on our tummy, either like this or one hand above the other. And I want you to breathe in, right deep down to your tummy, and breathe out. That's all you got to do. Breathe in, nice soft breath, and out. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed, and just notice the movement of the tummy, filling that tummy with air. And if you really go for it, you might feel it in the back of your body as well, because we expand in 4 different directions, not just at the front. But we also want to remind ourselves to breathe like this, deep down into our tummies. If you have a baby brother or sister or cousin, and you've ever seen them asleep, all babies breathe like this, right down into their tummies. As we get older, things change and we get distracted and we forget how to do it. So it's good to remind ourselves. Okay, we're going to move our hands now up to our ribs. So you can take little L shapes, put your thumbs behind and your fingers in front, and then close your eyes again and see if you can breathe into your ribs and push them out from left to right. First it might feel a bit tricky. Give it a go. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. One more, breathing in and out. And then we're going to move our hands up to the tops of our chests, because remember, our lungs actually come all the way up to about here, above our collarbones. This one's much more subtle, but see how you go. Normally feel it almost at the top of the inhale, so take a big breath in and a breath out. Another big breath in. So usually about now you sort of feel a little movement. Breathing out. Maybe close your eyes if you can't feel it. Breathe in and out. Maybe one more like this. And then when you breathe out the next time, just let your hands drop and rest on your knees. Keep your eyes closed or lower your gaze down to the floor. We're going to move into our meditation. It's another tricky one, but I know you guys are up to the job. So often people think that when we meditate, we're trying to clear our minds, but this is not really possible. It's a misunderstanding. It's really not possible to clear your minds. And people sometimes get very cross with themselves, because as soon as you say, right, we're going to meditate now, all these things start coming into your mind and chattering away, and everybody gets quite cross and thinks that they've failed at meditation, but they haven't. The trick is noticing those things. And then the next step after that, if you can, is bringing your mind back to where it is you want it to be. So whatever you've chosen to focus your mind on, today we'll just focus on our breath. So start focusing on your breath, how you feel it or whether you can hear it. And maybe you notice that as soon as you try to do that, lots of things start popping into your head. Now what you can do to help when you notice things have started popping into your head is a thing called noting. And it's just naming whatever's happened. So I might be sitting here focused on my breath, and then all of a sudden I realise I'm actually not. I'm thinking about what I have to do later. So we shut it down by saying thinking, and then I come back to my breath. And then I start to realise that I'm feeling something. I'm maybe a bit nervous. So I shut that thought down by saying feeling, and then I come back to my breath. So we just name whatever it is that's trying to distract us, and then we can let it go. So just try that for a few breaths, breathing in and out, and just notice your breath. And if some little thought or bit of chatter comes knocking on the door, you just name it, you note it, and send it on its way, thinking. Off you go, back to the breath. I've got an itch. Off you go, back to the breath. If you've really got an itch, you can just scratch it. Thinking. Off you go, back to the breath. One more breath. And as you breathe out, open your eyes, wiggle your fingers and your toes. That was a bit of a crash course in noting, but we're going to try that again another day. So keep that one in your back pocket. And keep the idea of dharana there for you as well. Focus, concentration. It's about absorbing yourself in whatever you're doing so that you can stay present, stay in the moment. It's not easy by any means, but we can use other things that we've learned to help us, tapas, brahmacharya, this sort of discipline, and we can keep practicing. So that's dharana. This has been Thursday, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Let's bring our hands together in front of our hearts. Take a big breath in. Bow your head over your hands. The goodness in me sees the goodness in you. Namaste.